This is Grimworld, and you're listening to the story of The Boy in the Box. February 25th, 1957, a teen boy is checking the illegal muskrat traps in an empty, weedy lot in the Foxchase area of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. He comes across a large cardboard box. Curious about what was inside, he peeks in and finds a horrific sight. Afraid of having his traps taken away, he decides to tell no one. The next day, a college student is in the same empty lot spying on girls walking to the dorms at their boarding school. He sees the box and goes to peek inside. What he sees is so horrific that the sight within the box haunts him until he confides in a trusted priest who encourages the young man to come forward and tell the police. On February 26th, a cold, rainy day, Officer Elmer Palmer was first on the scene. Walking around, he finds the box. Looking inside, he thinks that he sees a doll. It is never a doll. It is never a mannequin. Inside the box is the body of a dead little boy. As the investigation progresses, it seems like it will be harder to solve than they thought, lasting decades. The medical examiner estimated that the boy was 4 to 6 years old, naked, wrapped in a flannel blanket and a custom-made hat in the large box that originally held a bassinet. The boy's fingernails were trimmed, a haphazard haircut. His right hand and foot were pruny as if they had been soaking in water. The box even had a serial number. He was beaten to death, abused and neglected for some time before death. The medical examiner estimated the boy weighed 30 pounds and is 40.5 inches tall. A normal 5-year-old boy weighs about 40 to 45 pounds and 40 to 45 inches tall. The boy was also covered in weird scars they made from surgical incisions. He had all his baby teeth. Investigations found no dental records for the boy. Without much to go on, the investigation at a standstill, there was precious time lost because the teen and student didn't report it right away. The winter temperatures making time of death hard to determine. Cold temperature slows down decomposition. The blanket was mass-produced, sold wide, and almost impossible to trace. The box, bought from the local JCPenney store, it was one of 12 bassinets sold between December 3, 1956, and February 16, 1957. Investigators tracked down 11 of the 12 buyers, impressive since they were all cash-only purchases. The hat. It was traced to the store. The owner remembered the man, but the description was broad and unspecific. The description was white male in his early 20s. Investigators checked hospitals, orphanages, foster homes for missing children inside and outside Philadelphia. Flyers were made with disturbing images of the boy's dead body. They eventually retook the pictures by position and dressed the body in the hopes he will be more identifiable. After trying to identify the boy, he was buried in a potter's field. This is where unknown and unclaimed bodies are buried, with a donated plaque that reads, "Heavenly Father, bless this unknown boy." The boy in the box becomes known as America's unknown child. Theories? Number 1, Hungarian refugee after the revolution in 1956. Number 2, son of a local roofer who people were suspicious of. Number 3, child of carnies who have been thought to have many of the children die. Number 4, in 1960, a retired investigator was contacted by a psychic. They meet where the boy was found. The psychic went to a foster home that was 2 miles away and run by a family. The boy in the box was thought to be the illegitimate son of the owner's daughter, but in 1998, DNA put this theory to rest. Number 5, an unnamed woman tells that she has a memory of her parents buying a boy in the mid-1950s. Her mother was abusive and tortured the boy, locking him in the basement. She goes on to say that one night the boy threw up in the bath after a dinner of baked beans. Her mother beat the boy to death in a fit of rage. She claimed that her mom made her dump the body in a lot where they found a box to hide him. The unknown woman told his story to her psychiatrist and was told to come forward. People dismiss this due to mental health issues. This is a very interesting theory since the boy was thought to have a brown substance in his stomach. Also, a passerby remembered seeing 2 people, one old, one young, getting somewhere out of the car near where the body was discovered. Number 6, the boy in the box was raised by a girl, was suggested by a forensic artist. In 2008, a drawing of the boy was drawn with long hair and more feminine features, but no new leads. The Vidocq Society is a Philadelphia-based members-only crime-solving group. It is a group of police, medical examiners, forensic specialists, etc., coming together to look at old cases and discuss theories. In '98, they exhumed the boy's body to collect DNA samples and reburied at the Ivy Hills Cemetery, where staff in the community care for the grave. In 2019, the boy was exhumed again to collect more DNA collected to perform genealogical testing. Forensic genealogists make a usable DNA profile for the boy and upload it into a database. On December 8, 2022, Philadelphia PD finally have a name for the boy. His name is Joseph Augustus Zarelli, born January 13, 1953. Family was found, including multiple living siblings and relatives, though Joseph's parents had died. This is an active and open case. You are listening to Grimworld. Do you like this story? Go ahead and subscribe and click the notifications icon to receive updates on our uploads. Thank you for listening. This has been The Boy in the Box, brought to you by Grimworld.